Have you ever been walking your dog when suddenly a police car or ambulance goes by? The siren starts to wail, and right on cue, your dog tilts its head, takes a deep breath, and lets out the most dramatic "a whoa" ever heard. You might laugh, you might cover your ears, but somewhere deep down, you've probably wondered why. Is your dog trying to talk to the siren? Is it in pain? Or maybe it thinks it just joined a wolf choir? Welcome to Just Paw Facts. Today we're diving into the wild, funny, and surprisingly heartwarming science of why dogs howl at sirens. By the end, you'll know exactly what your dog is saying when it belts out that rooftop solo. And no, it's not because they hate the sound. Quick question before we start. Does your dog howl at sirens, or do they just stare at you like nothing happened? Tell me in the comments which one you've got, Team Howl or Team Chill. Long before there were fluffy couch potatoes wearing sweaters, dogs were wild hunters with sharp instincts and stronger voices. Their ancestors, wolves, used howls like a forest-wide group chat. When a wolf howled, it wasn't random noise. It was a message that could travel miles through the trees. I'm here. Pack, come home. This is our land. Wolves used howls to find each other, mark their territory, or warn strangers to back off. Now fast forward thousands of years. Your dog might live in an apartment, sleep on a memory foam bed, and eat chicken-flavored kibble. But deep inside, those wolf instincts never left. The howl still means, I hear you, or I'm part of this. So when that siren goes off, your dog's brain lights up like, wait, that sounds familiar. It's not the police calling, it's the pack. To us, sirens sound loud and kind of annoying, but to dogs, it's something else entirely. Their hearing is superpower level strong. They can hear pitches so high that we don't even notice them. A siren, with its long, rising and falling tones, hits the same kind of range that a wolf's howl does, so your dog might not think it's a machine. It might think it's another dog calling from far away, or worse, a stranger wolf howling into its territory. Imagine if you heard your name whispered from across the street. You'd look around too. That's basically what the siren does for dogs. It triggers that ancient instinct to respond. I hear you, I'm here too. So your dog hears the siren, perks up, and howls. But it's not random. Scientists say this might be what's called a social response. In the wild, howling is teamwork. When one wolf starts, others join in, each with their own pitch, so everyone can be told apart. It's like a canine choir practice. Your dog, hearing that siren, might think, the pack is calling, time to join the chorus. That's why when one dog in the neighborhood starts howling, suddenly everyone joins in. It's not chaos, it's a community concert. And if you listen closely, you might notice your dog trying to match or even answer the siren. They're not scared, they're just saying, hey, I'm part of this pack too. Let's get a little nerdy for a second. The pitch of a siren usually sits between 600 and 1500 hertz. Dogs can hear up to 45,000 hertz, way beyond what we can. So while we just hear a wailing woo-woo, your dog is picking up layers of sound that humans can't even imagine. Their ears twitch, their head tilts, and their brain fires off. Whoa, that sounds like another animal. Some experts think dogs might even feel it from the siren deep in their ears, kind of like bass through a speaker. It's not painful, but it's strong enough to get attention, which explains that first startled head tilt before the full-on ah-woo begins. Now, not every dog is a drama queen. Some breeds are born singers like huskies, malamutes, and beagles. Others, total introverts. If your dog just sits there when a siren blares, don't worry. It doesn't mean they are broken. It probably means they are more like a quiet wolf, the kind that prefers tail wags over high notes. Different breeds were made for different jobs. Guard dogs howled to alert their humans. Hunting dogs howled to track game. Toy breeds? They were mostly made for cuddling, so it makes sense that some are more American Idol than others. But here's the funny part. Even non-howlers will sometimes join in by barking, whining, or just giving you that look like, are we supposed to do something right now? Here's where it gets really sweet. When dogs howl, they're not just copying wolves or sirens. They might also be calling out to you. Dogs are super social animals. They see their humans as part of the pack. So if you leave for work and a siren goes off, some dogs will howl as a way of saying, where are you? Or don't forget me. It's a little emotional, right? That long echoing sound is kind of their way of reaching out across the noise. A love song for the pack they can't see. So next time your dog howls when you're not home, maybe it's not the siren at all. Maybe it's just missing you. You've probably heard it. One dog starts howling, and suddenly it spreads down the block like wildfire. This happens because dogs pick up on sound emotion. When one starts, the others hear it and can't help but join in. It's contagious. Think of it like laughter. When someone nearby starts laughing really hard, you start giggling too, even if you don't know why. Dogs feel that same urge to howl together. It's pack behavior in action, and honestly, it's kind of adorable. If you've ever filmed your dog's howling chorus, drop it in the comments. Let's see who's got the best duet partner. Some people worry that sirens hurt a dog's ears, but the good news is, that's not true for most dogs. If your pup howls and looks relaxed, it's just communication. But if it hides, whimpers, or runs away, the noise might be too much. Every dog is different. Dogs have super sensitive hearing, so if they seem scared, try comforting them, closing windows, or playing calm music. But for the majority, it's not pain, it's instinct. That howl is their way of talking, not crying. So don't feel bad for your singing dog. Just grab the mic and duet. There's something kind of magical about that sound. When your dog howls, you're hearing the echo of wild forests, moonlit hunts, and pack calls that once filled the night air. It's a voice that's thousands of years old, passed down from wolves who sang to the moon long before humans built cities or sirens ever existed. In a strange way, the siren has become the modern moon. It's a sound that lights up something ancient inside your pet, reminding them who they used to be. Imagine you're a dog sitting at home. Suddenly, a loud wailing noise fills the air. Your ears twitch. You don't know what it is, but it sounds familiar, almost like another voice calling out. You don't bark, you don't growl, and deep inside, something says, I'm not alone out here. That's what your dog feels when that siren sings. So now you know, when dogs howl at sirens, they're not scared, they're not angry, and they're definitely not trying to join the fire department. They're just answering the call of their ancient past. One loud, proud, silly, a woo at a time. Next time your pup joins in, give them a smile. They're not just making noise. They're speaking the oldest dog language in the world. Which team are you? Team Howl or Team Chill? Tell me below. And if you learned something new today, give your pup a treat and tap that subscribe button. Until next time, stay curious and stay wild.